Retirement is a major aspect of life, and it means different things to different individuals. It's the stage at which people stop working and rely on their savings, investment, and pensions to sustain their lifestyle. Experts say a fulfilling retirement requires careful, conscious, and deliberate financial and non-financial planning. Retirement and financial planning expert Mrs. Inyang Sami Orugbe says retirement planning is a continuous process that adapts to changing circumstances and priorities. Sami Orugbe spoke during a retreat organized by Eko Boys to Men Association in Lagos. She listed some critical questions one must ask before retirement.
So the question is, we can't be defined by our former places of work, even if it was our business, right? Question is, who are you now? And that is a critical question we need to start asking ourselves as we plan to retire. Some of the questions too is one, because even in contemplating, am I old enough? How old am I? Do I want to retire? Am I psychologically ready to retire? How do I want to spend my time in retirement? What will I be doing? And in that thing I'm doing, is it for passion or is it for a living? Because you could, if you're okay financially, then you need something, a vocation to keep you busy. But maybe you need to augment your retirement money, right? How much income will I need in retirement? Very important. Or maybe should I consider semi-retirement or a second career like I am doing? What impact will my retirement have on my family? Because you're not just the only one affected. Long before you retire, you have to have conversations with your family, your spouse, your children. What about extended family needs? Many of us are carrying some burdens, right? So if you're now dependent on just your pension and some other income that you have set aside for retirement, can you still attend to extended family needs? What if I don't even retire and instead keep on working like I am now? Probably not possible in some organizations, right? Or will I have to get a part-time job to make ends meet? All these are just questions we should constantly ponder and ask ourselves.
She also explained some steps to take when preparing for retirement.
So we want comfort, we want security, but it doesn't just happen. It takes planning and it takes commitment. How do we go about it? Number one, first, paint that picture you want in your retirement. What sort of lifestyle do you want to adopt? Oh, I want to travel twice a year. No problem. I want to set up a business. No problem. But paint that picture. When you've done that, estimate the resources required to fund that vision you've painted for yourself. So if, for example, you are a traveler, you want to travel twice a year, how much are tickets now? Can you afford twice? You know, as the body gets older, you shouldn't really be doing that economy a bit. It's business class. You know. So what are the resources you require? One of the things that are really critical is ensuring that you don't go into retirement with debt. So as much as you can, downsize your debt so that by the time you retire, you're not owing. It's not easy to pay debt with your pension or whatever additional money you have in your retirement. That is not what that money is meant for. So downsize your debt. If you have a mortgage, you've taken a mortgage, if you can, pay it down. Car loan, any other type of loan, right? Calculate your likely retirement income. There's a spreadsheet that I'll show you, and I advise that someday sit down and do that calculation, and I advise that you do it at least once a year, to know where is money likely to come from when I'm not working anymore, right? Then consider basic investment principles, because you do have to put aside money outside of your pension. Create a financial plan and a budget check, and then ready your family, your children, and your family. Okay? Now, talking about budget check, this is what I talked about. If you take a picture of this, you should plug this into an Excel sheet and For income sources now, totally up to you. Because the question is, what income am I expecting in retirement every year? What is going to come to me, right? If you have a pension fund account, of course, that's your RSA. Something will be coming. If you're working somewhere where there's a gratuity benefit payment, you have your personal savings, you have rent from property ownership. Of course, if you are under some part-time employment, your personal business, you bought annuity, you have your own personal pension, which you can actually take out with an insurance company. You have equity because you own a business. You have an investment portfolio.
She concluded that achieving a comfortable retirement involves establishing specific goals, calculating retirement needs, developing a saving strategy, diversifying investments, maintaining an active lifestyle, and regularly tracking progress.